Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to break down two really powerful productivity tools. They're designed to solve a problem that, let's be honest, most of us deal with every single day. We're putting Sendwin and SessionBox head-to-head to help you figure out which one is the right choice for your workflow. So, does your digital life feel like a constant juggling act? You've got your personal account, your work account, maybe a few for different clients or side hustles. If that sounds familiar, you already know the struggle. And yeah, the pain is real. I mean, have you ever accidentally posted something personal from your company's account? It's mortifying. Or what about just the sheer amount of time you burn logging in, logging out, logging back in again? All that switching can even get you flagged by fraud detectors, or worse, expose you to security risks. It's just messy and honestly kind of stressful. But what if I told you there's a much smarter, way more secure, and just incredibly efficient way to handle all of this? Well, there is, and it's a total game changer. Okay, let's dive right in. The solution we're talking about is a type of tool called a multi-login browser, and this is the core technology we're going to explore today. So what is it exactly? Well, a multi-login browser lets you run totally separate, independent login sessions all at the same time in the very same window. Each session gets its own little isolated bubble, which means the cookies, the cache, all that browser data from one account can't see or mess with another. Think of it as no more digital cross-contamination. And the impact here is huge. When you get rid of all that login friction, we're talking about a potential productivity boost of up to 80%. Just imagine what you could do with all that time back in your day. And on top of that, you can slash what's called context switching. You know, that mental drag you feel when you shift from one project to another. By keeping everything neat and tidy in one interface, you stay in the flow and you just get more done. So now that we get the what and the why, let's meet the two main players we're putting in the ring today, SessionBox and Sendwin. This slide right here, this shows the absolute most fundamental difference between these two. SessionBox is a browser extension. It works inside the browser that's already on your computer. Sendwin, on the other hand, is a cloud browser. It actually runs on a secure server somewhere else and just streams the picture to you. This one single distinction changes everything, from security to performance. First up, SessionBox. Its biggest strength is how simple and integrated it is. I mean, it's an extension, so it's super quick to set up. It creates those isolated tabs, lets you organize them, and in its paid plans, you get features like session sharing and fingerprint protection. It's a really fantastic tool for simple local session management. Sendwin, though, takes a totally different path. Because it's a cloud browser, every session gets its own dedicated, isolated virtual computer up in the cloud. This is what allows for a zero-trust security model. It also means you're getting things like bank-grade encryption, really advanced sharing controls, and even disposable browsers you can use for secure testing. It's built for security and scale from the ground up.
All right, let's do this. Time to put them side by side and really dig into the details that matter most. How they handle isolation, their security features, and of course, what they cost.
You can really see the two different philosophies here. SessionBox stores your data locally, right on your machine. Sendwin uses those cloud virtual machines, storing everything encrypted in the cloud. This is what enables that full zero-trust model, where nothing from that browser session ever touches your actual computer. And it makes cool features like blurring sensitive info or creating disposable one-time use browsers possible.
Now, when we look at security, the difference gets even more stark. With SessionBox, your level of encryption kind of depends on other tools you might be using. With Sendwin, AES 256 encryption, we're talking the same standard that banks use is just built in. And here's the key part. Sendwin's streaming architecture means no web code ever actually runs on your device. That's a powerful shield against malware that a standard browser sandbox just can't compete with.
So what about the price tag? For about $22 a month, SessionBox Pro gets you unlimited profiles and those solid isolation features. For around 30 euros a month, Sendwin's Solo plan gives you fewer saved sessions, but it packs in all of its powerful cloud, security, and advanced collaboration features. So with Sendwin, you're not just paying for session isolation, you're really investing in an enterprise-grade security and productivity platform.
Okay, so with all that information swirling around, how do you actually choose the right tool for you? Let's walk through a super simple framework to help you make that call. Just ask yourself these 5 questions. First, how critical is top-tier security for what you do? Is that bank-grade encryption a must-have? Second, are you a one-person show or are you part of a large team? Third, do you need to run tons of sessions at once without bogging down your computer? Because a cloud browser offloads all that work. Fourth, do you need to test how things look from different countries? And finally, do you have to worry about regulations like GDPR or HIPAA, where data security is absolutely non-negotiable? Your answers are going to point you in the right direction.
Ultimately, it really just boils down to this. SessionBox is a fantastic, lightweight choice for individuals and small teams who just need simple, effective session isolation. It works great. But for bigger teams, anyone who works in a regulated industry, or any user who just demands the absolute highest level of security, collaboration, and scale, Sendwin's cloud-native approach is literally purpose-built for those needs. So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. Is your current way of working, juggling all those tabs, constantly logging in and out, worrying about security, is it actually holding you back? Because there is a much smarter way to browse, and now you know exactly where to start looking. Thanks for tuning in to The Explainer.